web meter with All About Hawaii, All About Tours, and we're excited to bring this presentation to you today. If you have it, I would encourage you to take out your yellow book so you can jot down some notes. In fact, Jay will go over the yellow book insert at the beginning of her presentation and update you on a few things that have happened there since we printed the yellow book. If you need it, we do have some color brochures. If you need some of those, go ahead and send me a note or contact your sales rep, and I will get those into the mail to you. Also now, if you haven't joined us in the past few presentations, we do have online brochures. Those seem to be well received. If you got any comments, go ahead and reach out to me about that too. But I think the online brochures is a quick and simple way to get some information to your clients. With that said, I'm going to turn the controls over to Jay. And Jay, you should have the controls.
Thank you, Brad, and aloha, everyone. Good morning. It's actually nice today, and we've got some great weather in store for your travelers if they're headed to Kauai. We're supposed to have another wonderful weekend. So first of all, I want to say thank you to each of you that are here joining me this morning. As Brad mentioned, there are a ton of things going on here, so I wanted to be sure that we updated you on our renovations and our rebranding. And, you know, we are really making this very transparent, and we're not trying to hide anything because obviously it's very difficult to hide a renovation from our guests. I think they're very savvy and know that, you know, especially with the way things are right now. So as I go through this, you can type in your questions to Brad, and I'll be happy to answer them after we're done. And again, so we're excited. We are still on track to rebrand probably, I'd say, from mid to early fall. And I only say that because I don't want to give an exact date. It's just that the way the renovations are going, we are actually moving along quite nicely, but we'd like to make sure that once I do know a definitive date, I will definitely send that out to All About, and they'll have that information to share with you. But when we do rebrand, I did list our name. We will be the Sheraton Kauai Coconut Beach Resort. And for those of you who might recall, we were a Sheraton in our past life, so we're going back to our roots. And it's interesting, we have a time capsule buried here on property, and it was buried during the time that we were a Sheraton resort. So we're trying to find it in the location that we think it was buried in, but so far we came up with an emu pit. So we're still trying, and we're getting people here that used to be here when it was buried so that we can find it and share all the wonderful things that we find in that time capsule. So Brad, unfortunately, oh, there we go. Okay, so I did want to go over the yellow book. I know it's been printed, and we wanted to give you some updates. First of all, I don't know if you're aware, but as of July 1st, the tax on all resort fees will now be, they're adding the TAT tax. So for us, it'll be $20 plus 14.962% effective July 1st. And, you know, it's the law. We didn't make that law. So I just wanted to be able to bring that up and get you guys updated on that. Also, the resort fee information is going to be updated on the All About website. We try to change it up and try to get more inclusions in there. So right now, the biggest thing about our resort fee is it's not your typical resort fee, obviously. For $20, they're actually getting parking included, and there's valet or self-parking. You also get, with that, you also get 2 Mai Tais, and they can do it anytime during their visit with us. We've added the beach yoga, and they could do it every morning if they wanted to. So we've added the beach yoga sessions. We've also added the bicycles. We used to rent them for $10 a day, but now they're included in the destination fee. And the yoga was also at a price, and I think it was probably around $15 for each class. So we've really added value to our destination fee. We also have a limited amount of GoPro cameras, as well as umbrellas, beach chairs, etc. Those are available upon request, and I tell you, if they'd like to get a bike, they should get it early in the morning, or at least give their intent to use a bike the next day. Now, these are all subject to change. I will tell you that when we rebrand as a Sheraton, the destination fee will likely go up, because it was supposed to be at $25 this year, but because we did not rebrand yet, we're going to continue to keep it at $20. So, you know, even at $30, when we do rebrand, it still is an excellent value. And again, we continue to add things there. Also, in regards to this page on the yellow book, some of the changes would be that we no longer have a spa. What happened with that was during the renovation, when they closed down the building, the spa decided to exit because of the noise that would be incurred during the time the rooms were under renovation. So as we move forward as a Sheraton brand, we don't know if the spa will return, but if they do return, it would likely be limited services like beachfront massages, that type of thing. They will very likely convert that spa back to a room and put that back in inventory. So our 311 room hotel would probably go up another couple of rooms. We did convert one of our meeting spaces back to a room. So technically right now we're at 312 rooms. Now, of those rooms, we probably have about only 11 at this point that have not been renovated, or that are almost done, actually. And then we'll have our complete inventory back as far as guest rooms go. Anything in the saleable inventory is going to be a guaranteed renovated room for your customer. So on the plus side, all of the rooms that we are selling are renovated. You know, on the other side of that, the renovation is definitely going on, and I'll go through the areas as I go through the PowerPoint. Our categories remain the same as you see them: standard ocean and premium ocean front. And as far as I know, we have no plans to change that. So if they do change any of the categories, we definitely will update everyone. But we try to keep it as simple as possible, so that you have easy choices to make for your customers. I will tell you though, and I always say this at my presentations, that when booking standard, you know, we always try to have them purchase ocean views from point of sale with you folks, because if they come to the property, the upgrade fees are much higher. And so, to give you an idea, to go from a standard to ocean is probably anywhere from $50 to $75, depending on occupancy, sometimes even more. So I would recommend, and we do this often, our promotions are usually in ocean view, because we want to give you that value so that you have an easier time extending it to your customer. So, and also we did bring back our Kids Eat Free program. There was a time that it wasn't there, but you will see it on here. There is a Kids Eat Free program. For every paying adult, every child under 12 will be able to eat free. So, and that's been a great value because, as you know, we have a lot of families that come here. So I wanted to just use this aerial view to let you know, if you look at the building, and Brad, can you see my arrow moving? I just want to check.
Yes.
Okay, so currently all of these rooms are renovated. We're somewhat in this area yet. I don't know which 11 are not completed, but this building here was the very last, like right around this area. That was the very last building to be renovated. So everything moving this way has all been completely renovated. Also, this area right now, just so you know what's happening at the property, there is a barricade right here with a small opening here. And we have nothing in between here. It is completely, I looked at it the other day. There's just dirt in there right now because they're rebuilding. I will tell you, it was very quick to dismantle the pool courtyard area. So now we're in the building phase. So there is a barrier up here. What we did do though is we set up a nice little dining area outside, and that's for lunch mostly, but we did put tables and chairs out here, which has really drawn everyone to the beach area. And so they've been really relaxing out there. But again, we do have an alternate pool site, and it's right here at the Kauai coast. So we do run a shuttle for our customers currently with us who would like to use the pool facilities. And, you know, there is a walkway. They could walk, but we don't want them to walk. Unless they want to, and then they just can go here and they have access to the pool. The pool towels that are at the front desk, they still have to check in at the front desk, and that's why we like to drop them off and let them know. Now, our luau is currently still available. So the luau tent is pitched on this side here, and it's every Thursday and Sunday. So that has been doing very well, and especially because it's summer, we will continue to receive guests. So right now, what is not open, just so that you know, obviously the pool area, because there is nothing there except a, you know, that large gaping hole where the pool used to be. And then they're actually laying out the new pool, and you'll see what that will look like. The restaurant here is closed, and the Makai Lounge, because it is somewhat attached to the pool area, these two restaurants are now closed. And I'll go through that slide so that you can see what we're doing with that. Also, to remind you, our lobby is also closed, and we've moved it to the chart room, which is right next door. And the chart room has access from the porte cochere into the chart room, and it takes them out into a walkway that will take them to all of the buildings. We have elevators here and elevator in this building here to access the buildings, and there's also an elevator here that they can get to, but we've been using only the one here to get to all these wings because they cannot any longer walk through this courtyard because everything's sectioned off. And then as a reminder, you know, there's a 3-mile coastal beach path that heads towards Kapa'a. There's also, you know, the future plan is to build the bike path to come through here to the front of the hotel properties, which would connect all of the properties, obviously. But there is the walking path, and they can also ride their bikes because there is a bridge that has a bike path that connects to Lidgate State Park, which is right here, which is a beautiful swimming area as well. So I just wanted to point that out. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know, this sleeping giant here has excellent hiking trails as well. Now, they probably have to drive there, but it is a really great hike. It's an easy hike. And once you get up here, the views are fabulous. So this is our old guest room. So I wanted to show it. So for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm sure many of you have seen it, but this is our old guest room, and this is what we've transformed it to. We've actually lightened everything up, and this is not just in the guest rooms, it's throughout. I think one of the best things they've done, because this was lacking in our old rooms, was actually having plug-ins next to the bed. I mean, and I'm sure you can all relate to that. We've also added lighting. There's a wonderful wave mural as the backdrop of behind the headboard, which is beautiful. We've taken out the carpet except for under the bed. There's just a small piece of carpeting under the bed so that you have something soft to step on when you get out of bed. But for the most part, we've replaced the flooring, which is one of the best things we've ever done to these rooms. I don't think any hotel in Hawaii should have carpeting. But as you can see, it's a huge change for us, and we really are excited with the new room product. The bedding will remain the same. It's either 2 queens or a king. What has changed, though, is that in the king bedded rooms, we've converted all of them to showers only. The queen bedded rooms will continue to have a shower tub combination. So as we progress along, our lobby, this no longer exists. Everything, this is one empty shell right now, just so that you know. And when we convert it, this shot is a rendering, and, oops, hold on. So this is a rendering of the lobby. And Brad, it looks blurry on my end.
Looks fine.
Is it clear on everybody? Okay, so I just want to point out a couple of things. We've already made changes because of the layout. Once we took all of the walls off and everything, we had to make some changes on where placement of things would be. Originally, the front desk was going to be as you enter the porte cochere. Currently, the desk was on the left-hand side of the lobby. It's actually going to be on the right-hand side where our concierge desk was. And our concierge will remain on that side, but further up. So they're planning on the left side where you see in this rendering, there's the front desk should have been. They are planning to expand our market. So there'll be a nice market for them to shop in. And we are looking at adding additional seating because obviously when people are checking in or waiting for transportation or the like, or just hanging out in our lobby, we wanted to make sure there was seating for them to do just that. Now, whether that canoe sits above your head or not is yet to be determined, but I did hear that's what they're looking at doing, but again, things may change as far as the canoe goes, or they may find a permanent home for it somewhere on the property. So our E-Lounge is actually going away as well, and the E-Lounge was a Courtyard standard, so we won't need that. We will still have a business center, but it won't be here. We are converting this to our cafe, and so I really like this idea. We get a lot of coffee drinkers in the morning, so they won't have to go across 2 street lights to the right of the property to get to Starbucks. They can just get it here, and it's going to be very convenient because there'll be coffee gelato area here, and this where I'll be after lunch right here. But, you know, they'll have access to grab-and-go sandwiches, things like that, that they can take on their adventure for the day, let's put it that way. And it is a welcome addition because not everyone wants to have a heavy breakfast in the morning. And so this cafe is just right before the entrance to our breakfast restaurant. And so they'll be able to access the quick food and grab and goes right here. And speaking, okay, so the pool area. So none of this exists. I mean, the only thing that exists right now is where that pool used to be. And they're, like I mentioned, they're marking off the new pool area. So this will definitely be a total transformation. And we're very excited because this pool was built in the 70s, obviously, and it was definitely a time for a change. So it served its purpose. You know, I always say people shouldn't be on property during the day, especially on Kauai. They should be out adventuring. So when this is said and done, this is our new pool. And you know, we're super excited about this. I mean, there'll be a lot more lounging, and this is a rendering, and they've already made some changes even to this. But it'll give you a very good idea of what our intent is. So currently our restaurant is off to this side, if you can imagine. The restaurant is on this side, but we're gonna use the restaurant for breakfast only, and then it's gonna be a multi-purpose use area. The remainder of the day, we're going to use it for groups, for events and such, because obviously we have meeting space and we do get a fair amount of groups at the property as well. But our dining will now be in the Makai area, Makai Lounge. What is our Makai Lounge, or was our Makai Lounge? And they're adding covered seating here that connects to an outdoor bar. So if you've been to the property, our bar would be in the Makai Lounge with all-day dining. But now, you know, it was always their intent to have a bar outside, and they're finally doing that. So we're moving the bar outside, and then we're adding a lot more seating. There'll be all-day dining around the pool area. There'll be a larger jacuzzi. They want to add a kids area, and, you know, they're placing the jacuzzi out here. We got rid of the pool hut, obviously, and then we're having more fire pits throughout. So when we get this area done, we'll definitely be updating our photos and sending that off to Brad and the team. Now, this is the new bar, a rendering of it. It's probably not the actual look of it, but it gives you an idea of what our thought process is. And they didn't move the Napali coastline. whoever did this rendering obviously just put that in there. So no, we're not moving the mountains. The mountains will stay where they are. And this will be all ocean, open to the ocean area. It should be very beautiful and a nice relaxing place to have a drink. And even in the morning, if you even came by in the morning just to watch the sunrise, we have some beautiful sunrises that occur on the east. And let's see what comes up. Okay, so this is our current restaurant. And obviously this is all taken apart right now. So none of this exists, but this is what it did look like. And hallelujah, we're really gonna lighten it up for you and have a more airy, breezy type experience in the restaurant. So this is what they're hoping to convert it to, and you know, making it, again, much brighter and just giving you a sunny disposition when you get in there for breakfast. So again, this will be breakfast only, and they are changing the names of the restaurants, so we will update that as we get the new names of the restaurants. And this is what was the Makai Lounge. Again, there was a bar in there, and there was dining in there, and it was all day dining, you know, and we would have daily entertainment. The entertainment, when we are done with the pool deck and all of that, we'll actually move outside. So because again, the focal point will be the bar outside, and we'll put the entertainment on the pool deck because we feel that more people will be lounging outside. So, and this is what they're converting this area to. So again, this will be our primary dining area from lunch on into the evening. Currently, the restaurant stays open till about 9:30, but the bar itself stays open till 11. So just so you have that information. You know, the other great news is I heard we're bringing room service back, and which is something that we want to do as a Sheraton brand, obviously, is to have that available. But currently, right now, we always have grab and goes available. So if someone wanted to pre-order a meal before they leave, we'll have it ready for them and they can pick it up in the restaurant. Our restaurant breakfast hours are from 6:30 a.m. and they run until 10 a.m. And they begin all day lunch service from 11 a.m. The dining area right now, which I forgot to mention, was it has been moved to our cattle room, which is just off to, if you go up these steps here, it's just directly down a short little hallway, and that's our cattle room. It is a meeting space that was converted to a bar and restaurant, and it actually is very cute because we put up these large TV screen monitors. You can watch the games. We have a bar set up in there that, you know, they can sit at the bar. We have a bar back, and then we have and it's air conditioned because currently our restaurants are open air, obviously, because we're in Hawaii. And let's see what's next. I did want to talk about the travel agent booking bonus because I see that most of you aren't taking advantage of it. So, you know, please take advantage of it. For every 5-night stay that you book, you get a $25 booking bonus. And most of our specials are listed as at 5 nights. So you're guaranteed to get a booking bonus on that. You can fill out the form. It's on their website, and we certainly welcome you to do that. And more importantly, once you do that, fill out that form, you need to send me an email to let me know who you're sending over. And I say this all the time at the trade shows, and fortunately, there are a lot of travel agents that take advantage of it. Hey, I'm on property, and you really should take advantage of that because I can help you. I've actually found some mistakes that came through on bedding and things like that. Now, we don't guarantee bedding, but obviously when you send me that email, I can do my best to at least try to see what's available and if we can pre-block it. We normally, don't guarantee it because sometimes even if I pre-block it, obviously something can go wrong or can change because a guest could probably not check out on time or extend or anything could happen. So I just want to let you know, but it is really good for you to always email me if you're sending someone here. And more importantly, if you are coming here, I would tell you right now to take advantage of this because I don't know if we'll be doing this next year. we've been doing this for years through All About, and we only offer it through All About, believe it or not. So because we are preferred with them, we wanted to extend to their valued agents a 2-night complimentary stay, and we wanted to include a extended stay for a maximum of 2 nights. So this travel agent appreciation offer obviously is based on availability, but all you need to do is email me, and you will, and I promise I will check for this, check for you. And obviously I want to place you in a room I want you to sell. So I will put a disclaimer. If you are in a standard room, it's only because I could not get you in an ocean because of availability. But I will tell you that, you know, I definitely want to place our agents in ocean view rooms because it is something that I want you to see. And again, a lot of our specials with All About is either an ocean or premium ocean front. If I do have a premium ocean front available, obviously I'll try to get you in that as well. But those we only have 28 of, and I tell you, they're so popular that oftentimes they're not available. But if they are, I definitely will put you in that as well. So reach out, take advantage of this offer because, again, I'm not sure if it'll be there next year. We definitely will have travel agent rates, and you know, we'll be under the Sheraton brand come fall. And, you know, we have yet to get acquainted with the Sheraton brand and all that it offers to our valued travel agents. So more to come on that, and I will definitely keep everyone updated either via emails or by the shows that we're at, as well as through our wonderful partners at All About.